Hey, I'm Neely Hicks, and I love to share good things that I learned throughout life. So, I want to talk about one thing that I've learned that it's challenging, but it's also super helpful for just everyday living. And I'll start out by asking you a question. Do you ever just feel like when you remember something bad that happened to you, or um, somebody says something similar that another person said, that all of a sudden you're feeling like this looks the same, and all of a sudden you feel the weight in your chest of, or maybe your belly, or maybe your heart, wherever, you feel this weight in your body where you just feel like this other person that did you harm is just riding your back. I don't think I'm the only one who has this happen. So, um, what I've learned through understanding trauma and its effects on the body is that this is all held in our central nervous systems. So you can, all of our bad experiences, our good experiences, it's physical. It's not just like in your head. It's in your head, but in a very physical way. And so one of the things that I learned too is about the power of forgiveness in healing. Now, before you stop this video, I want you to just hear me out, okay? So, so number one, understanding what forgiveness is and what it's not is so important. So I'll start with what it's not. So it is not about letting people cross those boundaries time and time again while you just lay down and roll over and let them do it. It doesn't erase boundaries. Forgiveness does not erase boundaries. Okay. So, but what it does is it actually frees you from that weight on your back so that you can remember someone and they don't then all of a sudden take over your mind for the next minute or long it takes, however long it takes for you to shake it off. Um, so it doesn't erase boundaries. It doesn't excuse what somebody else did um, necessarily. I mean, sometimes we find understanding in what another person did, and understand why they did what they did. And then that can also, for me, it helps me because then I kind of understand, yeah, this is how that could have happened. Um, so forgiveness does not include having to try to reconcile with the other person either. It is simply about your well being. So that the anger that we have about all the bad situations that we've been through, the anger about how somebody else has harmed us, it doesn't follow us and cling to us. Sometimes it can feel like those kinds of thoughts are like a black cloud that just follows over our head. And then at a moment's notice, we are enveloped by it. And then it's hard to know how to get out of that cloud. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips on what I do to help myself forgive. And one of them that's really important is breath work, because when we all have heard the saying that, I'm seeing red, or I saw red, or I can't think straight. Well, a lot of that is biological too. So when you feel like you're so angry, you're just at a boiling point because you remember what somebody did, or maybe it's just happened, something that somebody did, you go into deep breathing because that helps your brain get oxygen so that you can think clearly and move your way through the feelings, not ignoring them, but moving through the feelings so that you feel calm and you feel in control and you feel like you know what to do as a rational and emotional next step. So, I'm going to share that one thing I do is I deep breathe. and that helps me think clearly. Another thing is that I don't respond or react quickly. I process things and then respond afterwards. And then a third thing that I just did this morning, where something came up in reading scripture, I think, and I was reminded of something that someone did to me that hurt. And instead of getting bogged down into judgment against that person, instead I thought of the person that I love most, which is my daughter. And I thought about her. And when you think about somebody that you love in the midst of feeling bad, for me, it's like a new feeling washes over me. My heart softens. And then while I'm feeling that physically, then I introduce the thought of the other person as I'm still feeling love and softness. And when I think about them, I then ask God to bless them, because God's going to know how to bless them in the way they need to be blessed to be the fullest, most beautiful creature that they can be from a deep sense within. So it transforms judgment into compassion. And so that's my tip for the day. If you like this video, I hope that you'll subscribe to Harbor Hill Global and follow me on social media. And I'll be back with more tips. Thank you. Have a blessed day.